All right, I am so excited to teach you some of my favorite exercises. So today, we're gonna go through a squat. When someone else might instruct the squat, they might just say, bend your knees, make sure that you don't have a flat back, and you're good. But we wanna be thinking about every single muscle fiber in your body and activating all the different muscles. So if I just do a bunch of squats as fast as I can, it may not be very efficient, and it may not also allow me to activate all the muscle fibers of my quads or my calves or whatever muscle that I'm using to get myself up. So if you go a little slower and really work on the activation, you're gonna actually, in fact, burn more calories, and that muscle is gonna be able to get denser and stronger instead of just bulkier. So when you're doing a squat, and we're gonna start with a wall sit. What you're gonna do is you're gonna get close to a wall, you're gonna put your butt on the wall, your back on the wall, and you can have a flat back. And you're gonna walk your feet out, and then you're just gonna slide down, nice and slow. So you wanna make sure that your feet are out enough to where your knees are gonna be at 90 degrees. And if it becomes too challenging, you just go up the wall. You don't wanna go any lower than 90 degrees. And then now, my legs are starting to burn. I'm gonna come up a little bit, and a little bit more. So you can do repetitions, but that's really hard with a wall sit. So I recommend maybe starting for a 5-second hold, a 10-second hold, a 30-second hold, and then you can just hang out until those legs burn. Make sure that you don't max out. We need you to get back up. So you can put your hands here, or you can push with your arms, just like this, and come up. So I call this a sports medic squat. So this is a term I coined with a friend of mine. And so it may look like a traditional squat, but we're again activating more muscles. So if you notice, my calves are touching the bench. I do this on purpose. The reason why I do this is because it helps me to figure out where I need to be in space. And again, they're gonna be shoulder width apart. Make sure that your feet are in line with each other. And a lot of us type at a computer or commute. So this is the posture that we tend to have. So what we wanna do is, yes, we're doing a squat and it focuses on our legs, but it also works the whole body, like I said, and make sure you have extension of your thoracic spine. Now when I extend my spine, I don't want to arch my lower back. So I want to draw my belly button in. So if someone were to punch me, it'd be nice and hard. So draw the belly button in, extend the spine. Again, equal weight on the ball of the foot and the heel right now. I'm bringing my shoulders back. My abs are engaged, but I'm not in a posterior tilt or an anterior tilt. I'm in a neutral spine. Abs are engaged, chest is lifted, shoulders are back and down. And now I'm gonna put a little bit more weight in my midfoot to heel, a little bit less in my toe. And as I squat, my knees come forward, my hips go back, and my chest and torso stay the same as I slowly lower to the ground, or to the bench. And instead of just sitting and slouching back, I'm gonna stay lifted, and I can come back at any time. So I'm thinking about pushing the ground away even though I'm lowering, and then pushing the ground away as I come up. So do the range that feels comfortable to you. Again, that's why I have a bench here, so it tells me how far I'm gonna go. You want your knees to be not any further than over your toes, and as your knees go forward, your butt goes back and your chest comes forward. And you wanna maintain the proper posture the whole time. And the third progression would be a single leg squat. So you're gonna balance on one leg, and then you can bring your leg out in front of you. People like to call those pistol squats. You can also bring it behind you, but then that kind of gets into more of a deadlift. So maybe just in front of you would be good for now. So again, you wanna make sure that you're gonna have to lean a little bit, but you wanna really maintain a tight core, your posture, your chest is lifted, and then as your knee goes forward, your butt goes back, and you're pushing through your heel and your midfoot. And you can put your hands forward to help counterbalance your weight. The tendency is to kind of shrug. Posture is super important, okay? It affects your breathing, that affects your stress hormones, so better to do it right than do it more advanced. Thanks so much. That's the squat.